whatsoever I feared has come to light, and whatsoever I fought off became my life. Just when every day seems to greet me with a smile, sunspots are fading. Now I'm doing time. Now I'm doing time. 'Cause I feel on black days. I feel on black days. And whomsoever I've cured, I've sickened now. And whomsoever I've cradled, I put you down. Such light soul they say, but I can't see it in the night. I'm only faking when I get it right. When I get it right. 'Cause I feel on black days. I feel on black days. How would I know that this could be my fate? How would I know that this could be my fate? And what you wanted to see good has made you blind. And what you wanted to be yours, I made it mine. Don't you lock up something that you wanted to see fly. Hands off are shaking. No, not tying. No, not tying. I don't mind the change. I don't mind the change. Yeah, I don't mind the change. I don't mind the change. When I feel on black days, I feel on black days. How would I know that this could be my fate? How would I know that this could be my fate? How would I know that this could be my fate? How would I know that this could be my fate? I sure don't mind a change. Hi, my name's Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Magic. That was Fell on Black Days by Soundgarden. And I hope I did it justice. Though Chris's voice is a lot higher than mine. I can hit some of his notes, but I can also sing in my own key, which is closer to a baritone than a tenor. All right. Today we are going to be playing something a little different. As unenthusiastic as I feel about Standard right now, there's still a couple decks that I have the cards for that I'm going to try. A lot of decks that I don't have the cards for that I wish I did. But I'm going to keep drafting, and as we keep drafting, a lot of those holes in these decks that aren't finished will start getting filled in, just naturally by drafting. As you can see, we need 4 Mythics and 12 Rares for this particular brew. This is the Naya Adventures one, and I think I have a Naya Fling one in here somewhere too. I think this is Naya Fling. I like to mess around with those. The Teamer deck also looks fun. The Cycling deck with the Iron Craig also looks fun. That's the one I'm closest to. Rune Storm, which is just like a crazy, goofy rune deck. Looks fun. There's a few decks that look fun. I just don't have the cards for them yet, which is why we're going to be drafting a lot until we get some more cards. But in the meantime, let's run a few constructed matches with this this deck here. This is probably a traditional deck. Now the hope here is that this deck has a decent game 1 against, why do we have 2 different ones? A decent game 1 against Sultai, because we have 4 potential main deck counterspells, and a pretty good matchup against aggro with the Singers, Paragon that I stuck in here, and just generally the flash plan of being able to get value out of our flash creatures. Rebirth is interesting because it protects a Mutate stack. It actually returns all of the creatures in the stack. They separate, but it can protect a stack of infinity Mutate creatures, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's the plan. When we're facing the Sultai Ultimatum deck, we're just going to bring in counter, 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 and sometimes you bring in an Omen of the Dead as well, because they're going to be killing all your stuff and you don't have a ton of threats. And you're usually going to want to leave in at least 2 Heartless Acts, because they will likely bring in Coma, and you do still want maybe 1 way to kill Yorion, although it's not entirely necessary. So that'll give you 2 Heartless Acts, and your 4 Dirge Bats is your primary outs to Coma. And you can leave in a Pouncing Shore Shark as well. You potentially tempo Coma, that, and your Brazen Borrower. Alright, let's give it a shot. I didn't even look at my my quest goals for the day. Wonder if they line up with this deck. If I should re-roll them. Oh. So we've got black blue. It's probably fine. Black blue's probably fine. Oh, I unmuted the effects. So we start with Rebirth. We have Omen or Singer. It's probably okay. Usually I want to cast these as spells, but and being that we don't know what our opponent is, and I've never really played this deck at all. So gonna learn by doing, folks. Learn by doing. It works with most things, except like surgery. Don't want to learn by doing with surgery. So this is the red thing. You should be able to get him with the Singer. It's like mono red snow with sometimes they have dragons, sometimes they don't. Would be nice to hit a land next turn. Especially a blue source that would potentially give us an octopi. When you're facing this deck, you want to be playing the octopi under something to try to avoid Bone Crusher. And again, if we flash block this, he could have a Rimrock. Okay. You gonna use 2? Okay. That's pretty good for us. And Heartless Actor Omen. Like, oh, I should have played that as a land. I'm dumb. And it's... probably just have to Heartless Act this now before he gets the 4 power. Yeah, not playing that land really cost me. That was just a huge punt. We do have 4 deadweights we get to bring in for this match, which is pretty good. We still die to Embercleave like everyone else, but we can try to keep as many creatures off the board as possible. Again, we probably should have played that. Sure. Okay, that's nice. This isn't a swamp. Fucking balls. Man, our land has just absolutely boned us. Probably gonna like Bone Crusher me. So we take Disdainful out here. Huh. Yeah, we probably need to keep this out just to stop the tempo loss. It's 3 Frostbites? Or is that... Oh, it's 2 in a spike. Well, we have a negate for a potential cleave. But that means we can't Dire Bat to block. So maybe we're just cleaving and omening because... Or omening and trying to counter cleave. That's the ideal outcome here. If we get Dire Bat in... and he doesn't have cleave, like he just casts whatever's in his hand, we can Dire Bat, potentially eat something. If it survives, we have Sea Dancer, Sea Dasher. Wow. Okay. Doesn't have anything. So we've got more blue than black at the moment. Huh. Okay. Kind of surprised with that result. So singers are pretty good here. Can take out the counters. Generally just want to kind of lower the curve. Cut a pouncing shore shark. I wonder if we cut a rebirth or a disruption. Probably just cut the pouncing shore sharks. I don't know if we need all of the eliminates. I don't know if we need all the eliminates. Does seem like he has a lot of burn. Maybe we even wanted to keep two of the negates in, just to be able to potentially brick on cleave. Seems pretty reasonable. Sure. Need to make some lands happen here. Appears to be kind of slow, or doing a bunch of other things while they're playing. Probably not a ton of choices you can make with one mana. No, there wasn't a lot for me. Okay. 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 That's something. Well, that one's not really advancing, but this one is. Oh boy. The deadweights are good against the Toski deck too. I think that's the Croaky's version of Nine Adventures. It doesn't use the it doesn't go for the fling combo kill. I guess because we have Omen of the Sea, this is keepable. this is. This is either Gruel. Well, actually, we don't. There's so many different adventure variants. It's impossible to know with just that. Okay, still don't know yet. Sure. Uh-huh. Gross. So an ideal result here would be he swings in with the Edgewall Innkeeper again, and we get to eat it with Solarwisp. We do have to give him a card for that plan to work, though. He's playing around it. Oh well. So now that he's playing around it, what's the plan? Maybe we just keep Disruption up, kill this. No. Sure. We don't have enough to mutate. We can flash this in, and we would have rebirth mana to protect it. We can also flash this in. I'll land this run, huh? Yeah, I think protecting the Slither-Wisp is more important. Yeah, if he wants Showdown, he's got it. Yeah, this is the Crocus version. So we're going to bring in all 4 of our deadweights. And yeah, I guess we're just attacking. really flooding out, man. We got like 2 lands we bottomed, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's too much land. Need to draw some action here. It's got a counter on it now, so we can't remove it. We needed to kill that when it had no counters on it. Balls. Another punt. Another punt. We're learning. 2 land. Fuck off. Sea Dasher Octopus. Both of these are pretty okay with me. Disdainful Stroke, huh? We could double Heartless Act it. No. Sure. Just flood forever. Well, we know he would block this because it's great. But he also kind of has to block this because of how low his HP is. We can remove a counter. We've gone through 3 showdowns, I think. So now he'll have a tapper available for next turn. And an invulnerable blocker, which gives him a free card. That's brutal. I think those are both good. Yeah. Under. Bounce. Yep. Cool, cool. Deadweight gives us a definite way to kill the Totski. Singer seems bad in this matchup. It doesn't block well. That's mainly an aggro tool. Black Lance is fine. It's just an additional removal spell. Do we want more counter magic? Disdainful Stroke gets basically nothing but Toski or Showdown. Negate gets, I guess, some of the adventure creatures. Huh. We probably want one more eliminate. The negate seems fine, though. I don't think we want 2 Disdainful, 2 Negate, 2 Disruption. Disdainful seems like it's going to be dead a lot of the times, even though it was good in that matchup. Like in that instance, rather. Ugh. Well, this is not good. That's good, though. Probably gonna end up cycling this. That tells us he has a Bone Crusher. I guess. Damn. Sure. Yep. I think we're in for both of these. So now we've got Black Lance and Brazen Borrower as good options here. We also have Negate for a Showdown. I'm only using that because I only have 3 Brazen Borrowers, by the way. It just works really well. Like, kill a creature, draw 3, and it fits the curve nicely. It's also flash. I don't want to spend more mythics on sets that are going to be like the first to rotate, you know? Deciding if he wants to cast Showdown. How courageous are you, opponent? I would like to find a dead weight, because we are kind of dead in the water to Tatsuki right now. Are we disconnecting? Like, what's happening here? Okay, that was a long-ass pause. So probably need another black mana. Cool. I think I actually will play one of these now. A lot of mana. The Cronin War. Huh. just do this and then mutate the pouncing on this, put it back in our hand. That's fine. Get our one card. Tapped creature deals its power to itself. We might end up just bouncing this. It might have been something else to negate. Sure. Under avoids chop down, so I guess we'll go under. Is this return first? Return it to owner's hand, so we'll do that. We'll target this even though we know it doesn't work. Yeah. So, okay, dead weight. Huh. I mean, losing this sucks, but do we want to borrower this? I think we do. Sure. But we were going to get God either way. This is probably just Slither Wisp, draw as many cards as we can. Like Slither Wisp, Omen. Pretty great. we kind of have enough cards, but anything we play just kills him, right? He has no permanence. Oh, no. That went pretty well. Like, it wasn't even particularly close. The problem with the version of the deck that the Zoomer made popular is that it plays a lot of bad cards, right? Like the 1/2 reach creature is a bad card. The Clarion thing is like only a good card if you're already like really ahead. It has some janky cards in it that just aren't ideal. All in all, I think the Kill You deck, the Kill You version of that deck is just better. The one that just like gets a dragon out and kills you in like a turn or 2 turns after casting the dragon. That deck seems very scary. So this was fun for a little bit of a primer. We had 2 nice matches. We won both of them with Mutate. We'll probably be playing this again as we level up, at least to gold, maybe to platinum, maybe higher. I don't know. Depends on how many cards we can unlock drafting in the future. Thanks so much for hanging out. My name has been Gravity Groove and still is for Not Safe for Work Magic. Here, Not Safe for Work Magic stands for we can say whatever we want, however we feel, and in whatever means. So, fuck is never off the table, ladies and gentlemen. It's got to stay on the table. That's my service to you. Feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment below on what you thought of this deck, on any misplays I may have made, on decks you would like to see played on this channel. And if at all possible, take the 5 seconds to do that, because I need the engagement, I need the algorithm to see that I exist so that other people might actually see me someday. That would be cool. Thanks so much once again, and I will see you next time. Boom.